My husband, 30 male, dropped our baby, and I, 25 female, slapped him. Can our marriage be repaired?
Ooh, dropping a baby is a tough one to get over.
And then also physical violence, also a tough one to get over.
Yeah. Really depends on the scenario. I mean, mistakes do happen, but you've like dropping a baby is pretty tough.
It's pretty bad, especially depending on how high, dropped them on what.
Yeah.
Again, no parents here. But I just
no.
imagine that's a big no-no in the parent community.
Person who is terrified of holding any baby under 6 months. That's
Yeah,
me.
truly, honestly, very scary.
Yeah. So, this is a tough one to repair your relationship over. Doable, but physical violence is also like pretty big no-no.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it. I'm 90% sure this is the only sad one, so it's only up from here, boys. All right. We have been married for several years. We welcomed our first baby earlier this year. Other than typical newborn stress, we have been pretty happy until this past weekend. I received a call from my husband telling me to come home, and then he hung up. He said nothing to me. I frantically drove home from work. Upon entering our home, he started yelling at me for being a horrible mother and how dare I not be home and not answer his calls. Again, I was at work.
I don't condone violence.
Yeah, we don't condone violence. Yeah, but also this seems to have, there's been enough time to think, and for that to be the response when she gets in is wild.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Don't love it.
No.
And not answer his calls when he needed me. Again, I was at work. He then told me that our daughter had fallen. He put her on the kitchen counter in her car seat without being strapped in and walked away for 10 minutes.
Dude. And then project that onto your wife when she comes home from work. Fuck you, dude.
Dude, 10 minutes?
Any amount of time is crazy to leave your baby in a baby seat unstrapped.
Unstrapped is wild. Also, why on the counter?
Yeah, on the ground.
Yeah. Even went upstairs, watched TV, played on his phone.
All right, motherfucker.
In that time, she had wiggled out of her car seat and fell onto the kitchen floor.
Oh.
I was aghast when I heard this. The rage I felt was indescribable. In my fury, I slapped him. As soon as I did it, I ran off to our daughter's nursery and drove her immediately to the emergency department to be evaluated.
Yeah, that should have been done before by him.
It's wild that he didn't drive her there and then tell OP to meet him at the emergency.
That's what I'm saying. This guy fucking sucks. Holy shit.
This guy sucks ass. Also, why are you putting the baby in the car seat and then going upstairs to fucking watch TV and play on your...
This is child negligence, right? Like, that's the
what
law.
the fuck is going on?
So, yeah, that's crazy.
Thankfully, she was okay. Now we are sitting in the aftermath. I am upset and I feel my trust has been betrayed. He had been drinking around her all day, and that infuriates me. He, on the other hand, is enraged about the fact that I slapped him. I do not think physical violence is okay, and I apologized for it. He's hell bent that slap will be the reason we now will get divorced. I think it might be fucking leaving the baby unattended.
Not even like it's gone beyond that point. Like, that was clearly like child negligence. That's against the law. That's fucking ridiculous. But also like
gaslighting, drinking around the baby,
blaming her for like being at work. Like, you're the one taking care of the kid. You should not be drinking and be more cognizant of your child and where they should be placed, and not leaving them alone for 10 minutes on a countertop unstrapped. Like, those are the things that are going to cause your fucking marriage to be to end, and harming your child in the process. Like, this is fucked up.
Super fucked up. He says it was all a mistake and that it wouldn't happen again. And he may be right, but I really don't know if there's any recovery from this. It feels like our marriage is over. Do you think there is any way this could be worked out? We do plan to see a therapist. I personally would not waste my time.
I'm pretty much there as well. I mean, I guess a therapist could help.
I mean, maybe.
Not you.
I mean, by the sounds of it.
To be clear, not OP. OP doesn't need to be the one going to the therapist, but if this helps him come to realization with how fucked up he is, then I guess it could help your marriage, because he's the one that's got to come around and realize that he's the one that fucked up multiple times and is just doubling down. Like I said, I guess this could help, but again, not you. It's him that needs the help.
Again, not a doctor, can't misdiagnose anybody. I do feel like OP's partner may be an alcoholic. Again, can't diagnose anybody because that is, low key an addiction and a sickness. And, like there is like, I hope he gets AA or help for that, because obviously not great if you can't like say no to a drink when you're watching your kid by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get if you want to like, if people are over, and you want to have a beer with your friends, well, I don't know, the game is on or whatever.
Yeah.
But like there are like everybody's there. Your kid won't be on the fucking car seat by themselves. But if you're alone with the kid, what are you doing drinking?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing drinking?
No excuse.
By yourself? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm more of a social drinker. I don't really, very rarely am I just like by myself wanting to drink. I'm not going to lie. This is toxic in me. I do think like sometimes I want to be like, it would be kind of rad to just go to a bar and have a drink by yourself. That's
the cool movie scene in your mind playing out.
That's the same thing in my mind where I'm like, dude, cigarettes look so rad.
I will,
even though I know they're terrible and I would never.
I will
but
say
they look so cool in movies.
A low key fun activity to do by yourself is go to a movie. If it's like a movie that, maybe your partner's not interested at all in seeing, but you really want to see it in theaters, going by yourself, kind of the move sometimes.
Low key, a nice experience.
Yeah. I mean, you just like, you kind of go pick whenever you want to go, and then you go grab whatever snacks and just have a good time by yourself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. To be clear, I don't do this often, but every once in a while, it's nice.
I bet. It's probably better than going to a bar. And no offense to anyone that goes to a bar. I'm just saying, if you're alone by yourself watching a kid and you can't say no to yourself about a drink, that may be a sign that like, you should look into getting help.
For sure.
So like but there's just like no excuse really.
No.
Like, everything gone, like quite literally made the wrong decision at every step of the way here.
Yeah.
Just the gaslighting as soon as she walks in with the baby like elsewhere, like you're not even like holding the baby like super protect. Like if that happened, I would like be scared to ever let my baby go again.
Yeah.
The fact that he like put her down elsewhere and then yelled at the wife as soon as she walked in. What's going on? You fucked up here.
Yeah. It's baffling, and he needs to figure out his own shit, because he's putting his child in danger. Yeah, I think the slap was fine in my opinion. I don't condone violence. I mean,
we don't condone violence,
but in this case,
domestic abuse is not a joke. But also, don't drop your kid. Don't drink when you're the only one around to watch your kid. Don't put your kid in a dangerous position and then leave for 10 minutes. Just don't gaslight your wife.
Yeah.
Don't leave your child in a dark space after maybe a concussion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
So many crazy things that could have happened. And it's just like, I don't know. Like things happen. Obviously, like when you said drop baby, I was thinking like, oh, maybe the baby kicked him and like fell out of his arms or something like that. Like I was thinking like something like
how we know we own cats.
Yeah. Like actually an accident. You know what I mean? This was a negligence to the point where it's no longer an accident. Yeah. So fucked up.